Frame 5. 딩전휘vs셀비.
Mid-session interval over, and I'm certain 딩전휘vssel비's cup of tea tastes a lot sweeter than 딩전휘vssel비's. Lost the first frame to a century break from the Leicester man, but won the next three, and a few errors crept into Mark's play, which you'll want to rule out in these next 4 frames of this first session.
Well, he hoped it was a shot to nothing. Not sure if the little flick on the cue ball on the way back has made any difference or not. Certainly hitting that top red was a bad thing at the time. I think he's left something. Surprise.
It looks like he purposely went into the side of the bunch there, the way he played it. Thought he'd probably be on the pink, but the red just came out and stopped the pink going into the light middle, so there's a little bit of pressure on this blue. But potted it nice and clean. That can be a confidence restorer.
6. Seven.
Hit that really well. Someone liked it. And Mark Selby has, I think, located his
14.
pal in the audience. Didn't hit it nicely. I might have given it a clap myself, but maybe not on my own.
Well, that's the problem when you're running through other reds, and he's not pushed the cue through, or the cue ball through far enough. He can look at this thin black, but boy, it's a risky shot if he takes it on. But the only other colour he can hit is the yellow, and there's no safety off that.
Yeah, and of course he obliterated the pack of reds, didn't he? Which means they're all out in the open now. So that in itself puts more pressure on, doesn't it? So I'd fancy him to get it probably more times than he misses it, this shot. But the cue ball is not under control either. So even if he does get it, no guarantees he's on a red. He could kind of heading away from the reds a bit. Apart from the one up the table, of course, that is in open play. What else can he play but go for the pot? As John said, he can see the yellow. No good to him. He's got to pot this and see what happens. gave it every
Mark Selby,
chance.
50.
The fact is, he overcut it. Seen them drop in before.
Well, he's trying to catch this red thin. It's a big ask.
Foul on the miss. 딩전휘vs셀비 4.
Well, the miss has been called. Will Ding consider this red that Mark tried to flick off worth taking on? Obviously with the black being over the corner pocket. If he pots the red, he's bound to be on it. Could have it replaced. He's just looking to see if he did have it replaced, if there's any way, and he doesn't fancy the long red. Now that tells me something. It's not the type of red that you'd expect him to turn down, really.
No, there was a time when he wouldn't have hesitated. He would knock that in and cleared up. I suppose if you don't get them all the time as you grow older, then you've got to refuse them. Mark will play this shot better than the last one, that's for sure, and make the necessary adjustment. But he's still gone the wrong side. And
Foul.
if you're going to miss it, you've got to miss it in that way. You can't
딩전휘vssel비 4.
crash into the red and stick the game.
Now 딩전휘vssel비 must have this replaced, because the reason for that, he can clearly get through to the reds, and the referee now will give him a warning. If he doesn't make contact with the red, he will forfeit the frame. 3 misses. When you can hit a ball on, here's the warning.
So he's got to play a very different shot. Even the bravest of the brave wouldn't play the same shot again, because otherwise they'd rack him up and it would be 4-1. This is another difficult one. Well, he'd dearly love to try that same shot for the 3rd time, but like I say, he just can't. Because it'll be frame over. So what's he going to play? There's an old adage, isn't there? If you can't see a safety shot, try a pot. He may be looking to carve one into the left corner.
I think that's his choice, Neil. Well,
Foul.
at least he hit the red. There's this red just above